What happened to Father Michał Olszewski, according to the reports, is reminiscent of the darkest years of communism. I ate my first meal after 60 hours when my lawyer brought me a parcel from my brother to the court. I had my first contact with my lawyer after 20 hours. Lawyers have no doubt the Secret Services broke the law. According to the report, he indicated in his letter, we are dealing with irregularities, but at the level of detention, at the level of the officers who detained Father Michał, and then with irregularities at the level of the police detention centre. When we arrived at the custody place, I was told that at that time there was nothing, neither supper nor water. I begged for half a bottle of tap water, brought in a bottle that was empty in the cell. In the morning, when I asked to be taken to the toilet, I heard, "There's a water bottle, pour into it." According to the United Right MPs, the detention of Father Michał is of a political nature and is about creating hooks against the opposition. This is Tusk's team in all its glory. He was humiliated, tortured in order to force him to give a specific confession, to make him say something about politicians from our camp. It turned out that I was under special supervision. Hence the camera, handcuffs even when going out for a walk, isolation from others, crossings under special supervision, and being woken up with light every hour throughout the night. The first 2 weeks were the hardest. I didn't see anything, I couldn't learn anything from anyone. Importantly, the priest is detained for poorly formulated foundation statutes, and at the same time murderers are released. Here, in the pre-trial detention centre, I have often heard from department officers and educators that these restrictions on me are abnormal, but this is what the governing body ordered. I can't be anywhere apart from the camera, and if some guard, for example, failed to handcuff me on the way to the park or shower, 50 metres, he would be punished immediately. The general atmosphere was that the governing body is applying pressure, but certainly not just me. It is how it is. We fight. The Ministry of Justice, managed by Adam Bodnar, sees nothing wrong with this method of detaining the priest. The information obtained from the press office of the Ministry of Interior and Administration shows that the suspect's detention was in accordance with applicable regulations. Michał O. was informed about his rights. He did not file any complaints and signed the report on the activities carried out with his participation without any objections. There have been opinions in the public space according to which the methods used against Father Michał are ordinary torture. Prime Minister Tusk reacted nervously to such accusations. It seems reasonable to take the case to court, those who accuse the government of torturing the priest. It is so absurd that I don't even want to comment on it. Law and Justice firmly opposes the persecution of the priest and announced support for the imprisoned priest. Suwerena Polska has submitted a notification to the United Nations Committee Against Torture in this matter. We will take up this matter everywhere here, but also internationally. Poles do not agree to such actions of the 13th December government. That is why Gazeta Polska clubs and other organisations spontaneously are organising protests throughout the country. In Warsaw, near the prison where Father Michał is being held, demonstrations take place every day at 8 p.m. It's vacation time, but let's mobilise. Let us come from cities, towns and villages to the places where the protests are organised. There is also an online campaign to collect signatures for a petition in defence of Father Michał. Everyone may express their solidarity without leaving home via the website uwolniczksiążę.michała.pl.